Good afternoon, everybody. How you all doing? Hope you're doing well. Well, yeah, we managed to get Farming Sim in today. Thank goodness for that. Yeah, so I hope your weekend's going well for you guys. We've moved it to a new map. Obviously, if you watched last week's and the last few ones, you know the reason why. Because the last one kept shutting my PC down. Not to say this one won't. It hasn't yet, but I haven't spent that much time on it, to be honest. So, yeah, this is an interesting sort of map we've sort of gone with here. It's called Mountain Hills, and it's a 4x map. And there we go. That's what it looks like. Multicoloured. Yep, we're in Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory of Farms. With the growth state of Tropico. Everything grows all year round, and it does have seasons. This map comes with its own seasons folder. So it has the weather, textures, everything in it, the animals and all that kind of stuff in with it. And yeah, it sort of grows all year round. And there's old Hoss again turning up. Twitch, do something about it, for crying out loud. You had it before, you did something, do it again. So yeah, anyway, let me just delete that. I don't like it in my chat. I wish I could ban them, but he'll just come back with a different name as per usual. Get a life, whoever that is. Anyway, so this is a map. It's a 4x map. It's, apart from the all year round growth, it is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. We have a whole bunch of different crops, including hemp, tobacco, red cabbage, white cabbage, carrots, onion, rice, poppy, and the old usual you sort of find with the triticale and all that. Everything grows year round. Which actually might make it good for us because, as you know, we sort of get stuck on one season with seasons with only just fertilising jobs, and now we sort of got options. And from what I looked on the map, I don't think there's actually contracting jobs for harvesting carrots or the red cabbage or anything like that, which is fantastic because the map didn't come with an implement to harvest those. It did come with the implement to harvest the hemp and the tobacco, and that's done in a cotton harvester, a case module 656, whatever it is, 365, whatever it is. So one of the other best things about this map, especially if you're playing solo play, it's got a few farms, and these farms sort of set up for a certain thing. When you start the game solo play, that is, not in multiplayer, but with solo player, you actually get while the game's loading on the loading screen, you get 4 options come up, which I didn't realise. I just thought the game crashed and stopped loading because the old loading circle kept going around really fast, which is normally a sign that the game's not loading, something's gone wrong. But what it was is 4 different scenarios that belong to each farm, and you just pick which one you want to do. And the first one is you're a contracting business, which gives you this farm here. And this is huge, this yard. There was a couple other ones. There's a farm over here, right here, which Mr. Patrio owns, and that's all broken buildings and stuff like that. So you get to rebuild it. You can get rid of the buildings and stuff like that. There's another farm here, which I can't remember what that was for. I didn't actually read it properly. I only just sort of clicked on the contracting one because my eyes lit up when I saw that and clicked on it, and it carried on loading. The scenery is beautiful, especially the edge of the map. Oh, it's absolutely brilliant. So we've sort of partly set it up. Now, our plan today is it's going to be a stream of us setting up our farms and slowly setting up the contracting business. Now, I took all the, sold everything off on the other map, took note of the money that was left over, and we're using that. Now, with this map, it's going to take a little bit longer at the beginning because big fields, we're going to need big equipment. So I've added big equipment and all sorts of stuff into it. But the plan for today is we're going to buy the equipment that we need when we need it. So if we do a ploughing job, then we'll buy how many ploughs and how many vehicles we'll need for it. And we're going to have, because we've got sort of smallest fields and biggest fields, we're going to have big plows, big tractors, medium plows, medium tractors, sort of thing. And that will go from most all the way through. Now, Mr. Smudo, he's up here and he's bought himself that. He's divided this field up here because he's doing pigs again. And he's also going to create a field here where he got this one here had chickens, sheep, cattle, and horses, if I remember rightly. He's got rid of them and he's just doing pigs, and he's going to turn some of that into his root crop field. Over here is Patrio's, as I said. Now, he needs the money to be able to buy the big field 20, and what he's going to do is he's going to get a fermenting silo, which I've added in. And he's going to ferment the grass into silage, and then he's going to make his money that way by selling it at one of these many places, which I think is the silage bale production. I hope it takes it loose. We never thought of that, did we? So we'll find out. Otherwise, plans will be changed. Now, I'm over here. This is me here, and I'm going with my chickens and my cattle and my sheep again. So I've bought these two fields. One's going to be for wheat and the other one's going to be for grass. And what we're going to do today is we're going to help each other out with the field preparation. Now, Smitty's just going to do his little field he wants to create for his root crops. And me and Patrio are going to go off and plough my two fields, and then we're going to seed them. And then we're going to go back and we're going to help Smudo seed his fields. So that's the plan for today. But first off, let's say hello to the other guys. How are you guys? How's everything?
Hello. Let's hope this map brings us more luck than the other one. And before we plant all my fields, we wanted to mow the grass field.
That we did too. What should we do? Should we mow first and then go to the ploughing?
I don't mind either way.
Okay, so what are you doing, Patrio? And how are you, bud?
Yeah, not too bad. Half awake like usual. Trying to cram a weekend into one day is not a smart idea by any standards. Otherwise, I just finished dropping the seeder off to the JSP yard and I'm bringing the tractor back to the shop, depending on what tool you want to throw me on or switch me around with.
Okay, it's just your feed's not coming through, I see.
Yeah, that'd be about right.
There it is. All right, so we should do the mowing first, eh? So what we need to do is, how are we going to do this? I need to jump into my farm. Before I do that, I'll give someone, whoever, Patrio, I'll give you farm manager. All right, and I'll jump into my farm. I think I need to, and join farm, and then I need you to give me contracting rights with JSP.
Done.
No, you have to give JSP contracting rights so they can work on your fields.
Yeah, well, also need we need contracts for every you as well. For us, or probably JSP anyway. And
yeah, I've given JSP contracting rights already.
And I've lost my mouse. There it is. Hello mouse. Good to see you. So I also need grant contractor as well. Hopefully this all works out. Right, so I need to... Oh, Patrio can do the buying. No, I'll do the buying, no. Just know what I'm getting. So I'll jump back into that one. And see how this works. Right, now there's another issue with this map, which I don't mind. Well, I know exactly what I'm getting, but I think it would actually get on a lot of people's mind, and I'll show you what that is. First off, we're going to need a big M mower, and we're going to get the big boy. We will customize that. I don't know if I can change the color, but as you can see, it doesn't show up. The implement or the tool or the vehicle, anything like that doesn't show up. So it's a pain in the butt. Yeah, but all right. Like, we know what color we're doing, so I'm not too worried about it. So I'm going to buy that one. Right, so we go back, and now we need to buy a loading wagon. I'll buy a couple of those. Now, do we go to the class? Or do we go with the crone? Let's go with the crone, eh? Let's do our mowing stuff with crone. Even though I'd like the class. Hang on a second. They're both the same. Which one, class or crone, guys? Anyone in chat? Put your opinion in as well.
Since the mower is crone, I'd say crone.
Same. Matching it up.
All right, I'll just wait a few seconds, see if anyone in chat. If I get 2 class and no more crones in there, then I'll be the deciding factor. The whole point I threw it to you guys is so I don't have to be. Okay, it looks like we're going crone then. Oh, we can do one of each. Actually, we're buying 2. Capacity extension. We'll keep the working speed standard because it's old Stevie, and Stevie always ups it a bit. So we'll buy, we need to change the colour. Purple, design colour jet black, and rim colour garlic. 139. I'll buy 2 of them. I've done it all. We can go class later. I'm assuming we'll need a few more anyway. So let's go back, and we've got one medium-sized tractor at the moment, don't we?
No, we have 2, right? I saw you driving in one and Patrio in one.
No, that was your Fent I was driving. That was the big boy, because originally we were going to get a plough, that Tiger plough, which we needed decent power, but since I've got the JD plough that's a little bigger and it requires less power, so I got a smaller one, which I don't remember what brand was it. You drove it, Patrio?
Deutschfahr
7.
Yeah, 7250 GV Warrior.
That's the one. So I'll get 2 of those, and then we'll alternate. We'll get 2 of each, I think. Rim colour garlic, design colour jet black, and main colour is a blue. All right. Well, I'll take the big M because I'm here and I can get into it first. So I've got to set this up. Turn that off. And that's all good. Which means, Mr. Smeeter, you need to come down and collect the loading wagon.
Trying to think what the command was for the steering auto center whilst stationary.
Get into line. That sounds like a command.
I suppose the steering wheel auto center as I move, but it doesn't do it whilst I'm parked. It just kind of throws me off.
Did I take a wrong turn? Oh, no, this is the right one. I'll turn right here. Okay. Just getting used to the map as usual. Now, where's a good view of the back? I mean, even that looks like realistic, that background there, but there's better views. You can see the background of this map, and he's done an absolutely wonderful job. Photorealistic background. And even the distance of the fields and all that look just absolutely fantastic as well. Where does that go? Haven't driven much around this. We sort of like the whole idea and decided to go with this map. And like I said, hopefully we don't get any issues with it. And I'll need to do some auto drive courses for it, which I've done a little bit. I thought this would be a bit of an issue doing auto drive courses with this one. G'day Dave, mate, how are you, buddy? Oh, here's a helicopter if you can hear it. It's flying around over the top of us. There's helicopters, airplanes. So yeah, there we go, there's the backdrop. I've gone completely the wrong way, Patrio. We need to turn around.
The old saying goes, don't follow me on this too.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, the question... Oh, I should have put some... bought some weights for that, eh? Yeah, brand new map. I don't know why you got the question mark. I thought you... No, you might not have been around. The other one kept shutting my PC down. Literally, it would just turn off. And it happened about 6 times over, well, since we had the map. And it was only in the 4th time that I realised that it's only happening with that game, that map. So hopefully on a new map it won't happen again. It was something in that map that was causing my PC to shut down. Okay, so I think it's this way. I didn't think it was going to be this way, but... Actually, I got a funny feeling... No. Oh no, we can go this way. Now I see it. And then we just got to turn down here. Have you gone and got that thing yet, Smudo?
No, I wanted to finish the outline of the field.
Well, you're better off doing that when we're doing our thing, otherwise you end up twiddling your thumbs with nothing to do, waiting for us to finish. How the heck do we get to your place? We might have been on the right road after all. I can't see a road on the other side though.
Are we trying to get to 65 or...?
Yeah, I'm just coming through here.
Yeah, I'll just come through the south side of 59 and that's led me straight to it.
I'm here. I'm going to start down here. I won't do a hidden, I'll just go up and down. Or maybe I should actually, I can go really close I think. I'll line it up here though. Hopefully it's up and down. No, it's not an up and down either, it's a funny shape.
Yeah, up and down's still usually the best runs.
Yeah, I will do an up and down, but I'll do a headland first because I can get close to the river and stuff. Get as much grass as I possibly can.
Where am I supposed to deliver the grass anyway?
To my farm. I'm going to drop that down to 1 degree. Let's see how that goes. Right, it helps if I remember I changed my buttons. And we're off and running. Oh, hang on. You know what I've done?
Forgot this one here.
I've got to turn it off first time. Yeah. So, don't worry, we'll let that little bit change. Left control Y, not left shift Y. There we go. Now we're away. No, this is called Mountain Hill. Did have a look at the Lincoln Creek one. But it sort of didn't serve the purpose that we required. How close can I get? Oh, right up. Yeah, so yeah, this is called Mountain Hill. It's a really nice map, Dave. Just a couple of things. Well, one thing wrong with it, when you go buy something in the shop, it won't bring up the preview of what you're buying, for a start. Which is not a major because we know what colours we're using anyway, so I'm not too worried about that too much. Secondly, which is just for this playthrough, but I think it might work out really well in the end though, is it's got seasons. It comes with its own seasons folder, and it has its own crop growth and all year round, but it has quite a lot of crops, including the typical extra crops like millet and triticale and that, but it also has cabbage, red cabbage, onion, carrot, hemp, tobacco, rice, I think there's alfalfa as well.
I'd be double checking your cutting mode because I see we've cut but no swath.
No, it's definitely there.
Because I started collecting, buddy.
Ah, right, yeah. Spent so long faffing around trying to get to the right spot.
But yeah, one of the nice things about this map, especially if you're playing solo player, it doesn't affect multiplayer that much. But as the map's loading up in the loading screen, it comes up with options. This map has different farms, and they all have a purpose. And it gives you an option of what you want to do, what type of farm you want to do, and to that option it'll send you to the farm that corresponds with that option. The first option is whether you just want to play as a contractor, and then you get this massive yard and farm to use for that. And then you've got another farm. I can't remember all the options that you're allowed to have for the different types of farm you want to be, but there's a farm that's got buildings that are sort of demolished, ruined, and you're able to get rid of them and rebuild your farm there. And there was two more options, but like I said, I sort of don't remember what those options were.
The four options are complete fresh start with nothing but money in a pickup truck, start with a dilapidated farm and access to the forestry, I'm pretty sure it was. The contracting large base of operations / contract only, and the other one was the established animal keeper.
There's a few options. I've got to get used to the fact that I've changed that changed my key bindings on the wheel. So yeah, and it's like I said, it's a beautiful looking map, and the background's amazing. It just looks realistic in the background there. Some really good views around this place. So we're just hoping we'll get through this one without any issues or any problems, and then we know for sure that there was the Challengton Valley map that was causing my PC to shut down. There's also productions in here, like a brewery and a bakery and all that kind of stuff. It's It's a rather good map for anyone that likes that type of stuff. I actually might come back and do another headland down this end because there's not going to be enough room for you guys to turn around. So currently what we're doing at the moment, Dave, and anyone who missed the beginning of it, is we sort of picked our farms last night and decided we were going to be and all that kind of stuff. And what we're going to do today is just set everything up as we go. So it's going to be a stream of what we normally do off camera anyway, which is fine. I think hopefully it'll be enjoyable. I mean, it's not much at the moment. We're just cutting Smudo's grass. I'm going to take it and put it in my silos because I'm doing the same. I'm doing animals again the same with chickens and cows and sheep, and Smudo's doing the pig farming again. So he's halved this field up, and one half's going to be one crop, another half's another crop, and then he's taking his yard over there. He sold all the animal pens. That yard there had horses, sheep, cattle and chickens on it, and he sold those pens. He's just going to do pigs there. And Patrio, he took the farm with the ruined buildings, and he's going to build himself a nice little shack out in the wop-wops away from everyone, just the way he likes it. I might actually go across here again one more time too, just so you guys don't have to go around those trees. We'll avoid those trees the best. And he's going to buy this rather large grass field and turn that into silage and sell the silage. We might actually have to test to see that you can sell loose silage before we do that. Too low. So this is a 4x map as well, with big fields. So we're going to be buying big equipment as well as medium-sized equipment. Because obviously with the Zika we went with the small equipment, at the most medium size. Then with Chellington we sort of went with the medium size. And this one, because of the size of the fields and everything else, we can have the options of medium and big to build our huge contracting business. And the best thing is after I've finished mowing this field, I get to take this back to our yard, our contracting business yard, our boo, and you'll be able to see that. Now this time we haven't used the shed we used in the last two. We're using what this map provided for that option if you decided to be a contractor. I need to keep an eye on what's going outside. I put some washing on the line today, and it was nice and sunny, and now it's a bit windy and looking a bit dreary out there.
And for those countries that don't have a hills hoist, he needs his solar powered drying machine.
Yeah. And air freshener. Whoa! So, yeah. And just for the benefit of the people that are a bit late, what we're going to do as well is, instead of buying all the equipment outright, because we're going to need big equipment and small, medium-sized equipment, and we don't know how much money we're going to have left over. So as we acquire jobs, we're going to buy the equipment for it going that way. So, like for instance, since we're going to be ploughing my fields at my farm, so what we're going to do is use our contracting business's equipment to do it, but we'll just buy the 3. We're going to buy 3 at the moment of everything until we know how much we can get, how much more we can get, so we can start using courseplay and stuff. And it gives me a bit of time to get an auto drive down as well. But we'll just buy 3 at the moment, 3 medium-sized tractors and 3 medium-sized ploughs. And so that'll cover that for that one. And we'll be able to do my one then. And then obviously when we get contracts, and if we have contracts that require ploughing but on a bigger field, then we'll buy the 3 required big tractors and big ploughs. And that's the same with the seeders and everything else. As we grab the contract to do a job, whatever job it is, seeding, cultivating, ploughing, harvesting, then we'll buy the equipment just before we go off and do that job. We looked at a couple of maps, and some actually really good ones. One was Nebraska, but the fields are they were quite huge and not enough fields to be any use to us in what we're doing with our challenge. We looked at that creek one, that Lincoln Creek, and that was quite nice and everything else. We looked at one called Oklahoma. Avoid the urge to sing. Why is OBS gone all funny? Like it used to do with 7 Days to Die. I lag on my levels, my voice and audio levels. I don't know. Anyway, Lincoln Creek was nice, and so was Oklahoma was really, really good as well, but Oklahoma was our next choice. I think that came with multiple farms as well, different type of animals. You had to buy, like your cows, you had to buy them as calves and let them grow up. You couldn't buy fully grown cattle. Plenty of fields, nice sized fields, plenty of farm options to own farms. I think it was 8 in total. For auto drive purposes, it was nice and easy because there wasn't many roads. They were just very, very long. It's actually, if I remember rightly, was it that one, or I think it was Oklahoma that it's obviously done off a real life place because it was a Google image on the map. And the only thing about that one was no grass fields. So we wanted a bit of variety, but then we actually sold on that until we came across this one, I think, and then I think we all sort of like this one more than the other one, if I'm right in saying. Look at the distance there, that just looks so realistic. Where's the helicopter? You can hear it. There it is. Or was that the plane? So there's going to be a lot of working together on this one, I think, doing fields together. And a lot of new equipment that we're going to obviously end up using because obviously I've added in the bigger mods, bigger equipment, and I keep pressing the wrong button. Maybe I should put it back to what I'm used to. I can hear the plane, I think.